There has been strong reaction from the music industry this week after a fan was tossed out of a concert in downtown Vancouver after he was seen giving the Nazi salute. Now some high-profile musicians are speaking out against what they say are stereotypes within the heavy metal scene. Tanya Fletcher has the story.
It happened here in the Gastown area at Pub 340 last weekend. Local heavy metal band Death Preacher was one of the bands playing here. They drew a crowd upwards of about 100 people. The concert promoter says it was near the end of the show during one of the last songs when this suddenly happened.
This guy basically just did a Sig Heil at the end of a song when, most of us do this. He did this, and that's totally not acceptable. So she confronted him and told him to leave, and he basically just ignored her. So she informed the bartender and the security, and they escorted him out.
He says the decision to throw out the man was obvious because his company has zero tolerance towards hate of any kind.
Nazism, not at my shows. If you show up having any of the symbolism or anything like that that represents the hatred that goes along with Nazism, you won't even get into the show. If you are inside and you do something like that, even as a joke, it's not a joke anymore. We're going to ask you to leave.
Some big names in the music industry acknowledge this type of thing, unfortunately, isn't all that uncommon, especially within the heavy metal scene. In fact, this story has drawn some strong reaction from the lead singer of Iron Maiden.
It's nonsense. Nazi salutes have got no place whatsoever in any kind of music community that I want to belong to. I think people need a little bit more of a lesson in history rather than a lesson in ignorance.
That sentiment is echoed by the concert promoter, who has a very clear message for fans going forward.
If you see something, say something about it. Inform staff, do something about it. Don't just let it happen, because the more that we just let it slide, the more it's going to start growing like a cancer in our communities.
Tanya Fletcher, CBC News, Vancouver.